Normally when we talk about influencers getting exposed, they typically aren't the ones doing the exposing. That all changed when the fear of TikTok being banned set in, and these influencers started spilling all their secrets. It's a mess, so let's get into it. If you live in America, on Saturday night, you probably experienced the great TikTok ban that had the influencers in shambles.
Okay. So I made a YouTube video. Like, I have actually got to cut it out right now.
Around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, anyone using TikTok in America would have got this notice which said, "Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the US. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned." And I gotta say, TikTok was a different place without the Americans. I saw someone say that it felt like being at school after hours for like a play and you're just roaming the dark halls with your friends. It felt very strange. We had people auditioning to be the Commonwealth Charli D'Amelio.
I just came to the realization that Charli D'Amelio is no longer on this app, which means that her space needs to be filled. I would like to audition.
But I've been forgotten, Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
People were talking behind your back.
Guys, okay, we haven't got long. The way they spell things, colour, C-O-L-O-R, or the way they say aluminum. What is going through their minds? Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh, it feels so good getting off my chest. Okay.
We even had a few cockroaches survive the ban.
Hello, rest of the world, it's James. I don't know if you guys can hear me or see me or if this is even going to work. I think I may have found a loophole while the rest of America is banned. Things are not good over here and I have to make this quick before they get me. You guys, please take good care of it while we're gone. I don't know if we're ever coming back.
But it didn't last long. Within like maybe 12 hours, TikTok was back up and running in the US. They came back with a message which said, "Welcome back. Thanks for your patience and support. As a result of President Trump's efforts, TikTok is back in the US. You can continue to create, share, and discover all things you love on TikTok." Which is great, you know, as much as I think there's a lot of bad that can come from TikTok, especially with the influencers, there's also a lot of good on the platform. So it would really suck for it to be ripped away from millions of people who support themselves and have grown their small businesses through the platform. Now, I really don't think people were expecting the ban to be so short-lived. I think there was a lot of hope that it would eventually be reinstated, but not within 12 hours.
So you're telling me that I just spent the last 2 days crying on here, and now this app is back in 12 hours. All I'm gonna say is thank God I did not post the last thing I had in my drafts, because I really was like, you know what, TikTok's going away, let's go out with a bang, like let me just drop some tea really quick. And I was just about to open a whole can of worms.
So as long as you didn't actually go and physically delete the app, then TikTok should be back up and running for you. But I have a feeling some influencers are kind of wishing they didn't have access to TikTok after what they decided to do pre-ban. A trend started where all the biggest creators would use the sound saying that they have one more thing to say, and they would then use the sound to confess to pretty much being liars. We had some pretty harmless confessions, like one girl who went viral for making these fancy ice cubes say that she never actually used the ice. Some other girl confessed to not drinking the coffees that she would make, which for some reason everyone took so seriously that she had to make an apology video for.
My emotions are confused and I'm confused, and I feel like I want to apologize for anybody's feelings that have been hurt by my actions or my words. I personally don't love sweet coffee. So those coffees were always for either my best friend or my mom or somebody in my house. Like no coffee ever went to waste. Ever.
But other confessions were more serious, and a lot of people were confused why these influencers would come out and admit to being liars. One of the very first ones I saw was from Meredith Duxbury. Now, we've talked about Meredith a lot on my channel. She's the one that would use like 10 pumps of foundation every time she did her makeup, and she would go viral from it because it was so shocking to see. She was taking 10 pumps of foundation and spreading it all over her face with her hands. And for years, people have been in her comments being like, there's no way you actually leave all that foundation on. You have to be removing some between takes, but she's always denied all the accusations. She even did an interview last year where she said this: "It's something people never really see. Right now, the no makeup look is super trendy and all over people's TikTok. But then seeing my video pop up, they're taken aback by it. People try it and they're like, I apologize. I love this. Honestly, before I tried it, I was like, is this going to work? And it ended up being amazing. It's just funny to see people's reactions when they try it because they end up loving it." And she really did have people out here using 10 pumps of foundation, trying to love it because Meredith apparently swore by it. Well, it turns out she lied. Before TikTok got banned, Meredith made a video admitting that she would usually wipe off a few layers of foundation.
Since we're all gonna die, there's one more secret I feel I have to share with you. I did not care for The Godfather.
And although I feel like it's been pretty obvious that's what was happening, since Meredith has always sworn that she was never wiping any of the layers off, people felt a little bit betrayed by this admission. One person wrote, "This one hurts the most. I was wondering why mine looked different. How dare you? Yeah, I tried it once and said, no, she lied." And probably the best comment I saw under this video said, "I fear this trend isn't actually helping these influencers become relatable. It's just confirming for us who we can trust and who we can't." And I have to agree with that. If anything, this is just confirming to the viewers that you really can't trust anything these influencers are saying to you or trying to sell to you. At the end of the day, it's all about money and clout for them, not teaching you actual real techniques that will work like they used to do in the OG YouTube days. I found another interview from not too long ago where she once again denied ever wiping any of the layers off, writing, "In the beginning, I just really wanted to cover up my freckles. The problem was that my beauty blender was absorbing a lot of the foundation. I would use 6 to 10 pumps and it felt like a huge waste. And also, I was a broke college student using a $55 Becca foundation. I remember thinking that my hands alone wouldn't absorb the product and the warmth would help me blend it in more. That's why I started applying foundation with my hands. A lot of people were and are like, you definitely wipe all of this off. You're just applying a lot of foundation to go viral." But I wasn't. I just wanted to cover up my freckles. I guess Meredith started getting a lot of backlash because she did reply to a few comments saying that she was joking, but something tells me she's not joking. Now, one of the biggest confessions that had people shocked came from the same girl who admitted to never drinking the coffees that she would post for her coffee talk videos. Obviously, the coffee thing isn't really that big of a deal, but she also admitted to something a bit more shocking. Her name is Lexi, and she went viral in 2020 for not only her coffee talk videos, but also for her quarantine workout videos. She would post her home workouts and put captions over her doing the workout, telling her viewers how many reps to do, how long to do them for, and what order to do them in, and she grew a lot from doing these videos. Well, after admitting to never drinking the coffees that she would make, she also admitted to only doing like half of the workouts in her workout routine videos. And people were really not happy about that. If you're watching someone for fitness advice, you would really hope that they're actually doing the routines that they're suggesting to you and have seen real results from doing those specific routines. Some people did come to Lexi's defense and said that she probably did do the workout at some point when she was putting them together and testing out what would work and what wouldn't work. She just wasn't doing them completely in the videos that she was filming for TikTok. And that's pretty much what Lexi said when she addressed everything.
And the other thing that I said was I only did like half the workouts that I posted. And I want to clarify because I feel like this one has been very misconstrued, and it really breaks my heart because there's been nothing that's ever been more important to me than advocating for having a healthy relationship with your body and with standards and everything of that sort. I was doing these workouts, but I was not doing them the whole time that I was filming them. As I was filming these videos, I wasn't doing the whole workout and then editing the footage. I was just making the videos and sometimes batch making the videos and doing the workouts at later dates. They were still workouts that I created that I wanted to share, never with the intent of saying, if you want to look like me, do this. That was never my wording, that was never my messaging, and I truly believe that anybody who's been here since the beginning of those will understand that.
I mean, regardless if you think this is really a big deal or not, let this just be a lesson to take everything influencers post with a grain of salt. Everything on social media is so curated and fake to come across the best as possible or to get the most views and the most attention. You really can't trust anything these days. I'm not necessarily shocked that influencers were lying. I was shocked that influencers were actually admitting to their lies, as if they didn't think that TikTok would eventually come back or their followers would just follow them onto a different app. Even Jaclyn Hill, the woman who pretty much built her whole career off of lying and shilling, made a video absolutely shocked at what she was seeing.
Okay, as an OG beauty influencer, content creator, I am shook at the things I'm seeing on this app leading up to the TikTok ban and this app possibly disappearing. The amount of people just exposing themselves, like these fitness influencers talking about how like they never even worked out, they just faked it all for the cameras. What? I am absolutely shocked, and I know what's behind the curtain. Like I've seen the smoke and mirrors. I've been doing this for 13 years. Like I know people from all walks of this app and industry, and that still shocks me. And also, what are you gonna do if this app doesn't leave? If the ban doesn't actually happen? Now you just gotta keep like continuing with life with all your followers knowing that you're a liar. Like that's crazy. That's embarrassing. Also, like, is your career just like, are you planning on ending it tomorrow? Because even if this app leaves, like, honey, I'm still going. You know where to find me. I'm all over the place. I'm shocked.
Even the mukbangers were admitting that they lied about eating all the food that they ate on camera. Just crazy work. I saw someone say that all the influencers who posted these videos admitting to lying or crying about the ban or posting all their drafts are probably waking up with the worst anxiety, and you just know some of them were probably panicking. Like, let's take Tana for an example. She was posting a bunch of her drafts, one of which showed her taking shots with David Dobrik. And people in the comments were like, why are you even being friendly with him? Tana's been accused of being really hot and cold and befriending whoever is popular at the moment, so it just made people upset to see. But then again, who knows? Maybe this was before she got super close with Jeff. Another draft that was posted was from Alyssa Violet during her cancellation this past summer. Tana and Brooke had called out Alyssa and said that she was the meanest girl in LA, and Alyssa posted a draft of her crying, probably from all the backlash she received from cancel fans, and captioned it, "My boyfriend left me 2 weeks later." So obviously not the best time for Alyssa. Now, I will say there were some influencers who did the whole what I lied about trend perfectly. Charli D'Amelio posted a video and admitted that the vape that she was caught with back in 2020 wasn't an anxiety pen like everyone was trying to say it was. It was just a normal vape.
While we're here admitting things, if TikTok's going away, it wasn't an anxiety pen. I still to this day don't know who came up with that, but I'm sorry.
That's how these influencers should have been doing this trend. It's funny looking back at it now, it causes no harm, it's not deceiving to an audience that they built, it's something you can look back on and go, oh, you know what, that wasn't really that serious, and have a laugh about it. I will say though, I was hoping to see Macleod use this moment to finally come out and admit that she lied about Lashgate. This would have been the perfect opportunity for her to put an end to that chapter and admit that she used falsies and apologize, and people in her comments were begging for it. One person said, "I need you to do the 'since we're all gonna die' trend and tell us the truth." And Macleod replied and said LMFAO with a laughing emoji. Another person said, "Girl, tell us about the eyelashes." And Macleod said, "If TikTok is saved, I'll tell you. Deal?" And TikTok has been saved, but so far, no confession from Macleod.
I can't believe TikTok was actually gone and Macleod did not just come online one time for the girls and just say it was an Ardell Wispy. Like, she had the chance to do the funniest thing ever. All you other bitches just like fitness influencers having a BBL, okay, you're sick. But like, come on, Macleod, we deserved that.
But Macleod loves to address things with a sneaky comment, and that's exactly how she addressed this. Someone commented and said, "It was an Ardell Wispy, wasn't it?" And Macleod responded and said, "No, LOL." But just because it wasn't an Ardell Wispy doesn't mean it wasn't something like a kiss lash or anything else. Her saying no to this really means nothing. But I want to know how you guys feel. If Macleod did come out and say like, hey guys, I did have lashes on, I'm sorry for being dishonest, blah blah blah, would that make you respect her more? Or would you still feel the same way about her since she still lies about her ads and sponsorships? I also feel like she might not be able to admit she was lying because then L'Oreal could be in trouble with the FTC for putting an ad out there that was deceptive, and then that would cause a whole nother mess. But still, it would be interesting to finally hear the truth from her for once. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about everything down below. Did this trend make you see influencers differently? Or have you never believed a word that's come out of their mouth anyways? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.